Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bago Sport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the European Junior Championship 2022 in baseball. We are in Hluboká nad Vltavou, and my name is Jan Kolář, and I will be your commentator for this match, which is played between the home team, the Netherlands, and Austria. We can take a look at lineups of both teams. So as first, we can introduce the Dutch lineup. So the pitcher is Allard Helms. The catcher is Mies Robbers. First baseman Mattis Crowell. On second base there will be Amarencio Franca. As shortstop there will be Kendry Maduro. Justin Dumbrook will play on third base. Tycho Roger will be in left field. Miguel Willem in center field, and with number 5 Rotmar Angela will play in right field. And let's take a look at the batting order of the guest team, Austria. The leadoff is Dan Kavanishi. Second one in order will be Moritz Riedman. The third is Owen McGarry. The fourth is Lukas Pichler. The fifth is Felix Dietrich. As batter number 6 will come Markus Trimmel. 11 Hanitzel is on the 7th position. Lukas Norek is next, and the last in lineup is Felix Stefan, who will play the third base man. The match is going to start very soon. I can see the Dutch team going into field, and Dan Kavanishi is already on deck, preparing in his helmet and with his bat. He will want to find the right timing to compete with Allard Helms. The Dutch team has won both of their matches. They won 20-0 against the team from Lithuania, and then they have beaten France in yesterday's match 8-4. Austrian team has lost to the Spanish team 12-0, and they also played a match, the evening match yesterday against the Great Britain, and it was quite unhappy for them because they were leading the whole match until the seventh inning, and then the British team went to lead, and at the end the British team has won, even though the Austrian team had full bases and last batter, so they could score some points from that situation. Unfortunate for them, Dan Cavanishi had a great game yesterday. He also hit a home run over the center field. So let's see if he can continue his form in this match as well. For now, Allard Helms has 2 balls, no strikes. And that looked as a strike, so we'll see. The scoreboard shows 3 balls. And this is foul ball. I think that the count is 2-2 now. Dan Cavanishi wearing number 57, number 31 on his jersey. He's trying to win this duel for himself and get on base. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And the score, of course, 0-0. Nice single to center field. Dan Cavanishi continues his form. So a hot streak, kind of. Moritz Riedman had a good match yesterday too. So he's second in the order. And another single to center field, which means that Dan Cavanishi could advance to the second base. And Moritz Riedman continues his form too. Against the British, he was the 8th in the batting order. In the first match against the Spanish team, he was on the 8th position too. So it seems that he deserved his trust of his coach. Now Owen McGarry batting. This guy has shown us yesterday that he can even pitch 2, And he was pitching very well. More strikes than balls. And another hit, but this is going to be... It seemed that it could be a double play, but Mattis Crowell had to jump to catch the ball and wasn't standing on the base, so that is safe on the third base and that is safe on the first base. Now the Austrian team are in a pretty good position to score the first point. Anything that goes to outfield should result in a point. And this is nice line drive, but Amarencio Franca has shown an amazing catch. Fast run, and then he jumped to the air and caught it. The ball wasn't hit too hard, so Amarencio Franca had this time to get there. Lukas Pichler batting. Very nice catch on the third base, Justin Dumbrook, and he got up and threw the ball to the first base. So it's one out.
Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Now we have time to introduce the batting order of the Dutch team. So the leadoff is Amarencio Franca. The second one is Mies Roberts. The third is Kendry Maduro. The fourth is Mattis Crowell. The fifth is Justin Dumbrook. The sixth will be Rotmar Angela. The seventh is Tycho Roger. The eighth will be Terence Heemskerk. And the last one in lineup is Miguel Willem. So the Austrian team didn't start it badly. Yes, they have shown that they wanna hit some balls, but didn't score from that opportunity, which is a shame for them. So the score is 0-0, and Amarencio Franca just tried an offensive bunt to first base. One strike, one ball. That's the count. Leonard Halper is pitching for Team Austria. Third ball. The base referee decided that the barrel of Franca's bat didn't go through the base. And that's ball number 4. That's base on balls. Amarencio Franca is a second baseman, first one in the order, trying to do offensive bunt. Will probably be very fast, so maybe that we will see some steal. Leonard Halper started with ball against Mies Roberts, who has hit a deep high fly ball to center field, which was caught from the air, but Amarencio Franca has shown the fast legs and moved to the second base. So the Dutch team has a runner in a score position, and Gendry Maduro batting at the moment. First strike for Gendry Maduro. Nice curveball and a mistake from Felix Stefan on third base, resulting in double with an error for Gendry Maduro, who gets 1 point to the RBI statistic for bringing Amarencio Franca to home plate. Leonard Halper takes his signal and pitches the ball. But outside of the strike zone. So first ball, 1 out. Runner on the second. Nice, it seems as a nice single. It's like that Moritz Riedmann did everything he could to catch it straight from the air, but wasn't successful. It seemed that he slipped a bit. So that cost the Austrian team second point. It's 2-0 for the Dutch team at the moment. The team from the Netherlands belongs to biggest belongs among biggest favorites of this tournament. It seems that the field and the pitcher want to concentrate better. That they don't want to try any pick off to second base. We'll see. And another beautiful single to opposite. Over Markus Trimmel, who would have to be at least 4 meters tall to catch it. So Levin Hanitzel had to handle the situation in right field. Still one out. Score is 3-0 now, and we have Rotmar Angela batting with number 5 on his back. Another ball hit, but two straight to Felix Stefan, playing on the third, who managed to play out on the second base. There was no chance to catch or to play double play. Wasn't enough time there. But I think the Austrian team played exactly what they needed at the moment. Two down. And Tycho Roger batting. So Tycho Roger didn't wait for long and got to the first base, hitting the ball straight to the pitcher, who couldn't catch it. It was fast back. The pitchers need to finish their pitching move ideally, otherwise, or in ideal position, otherwise these balls are quite dangerous for them. Some pitchers do think that when they're finishing their move, they like turn and show their back to the batter. And that's, for example, a big problem, because then they are not in the ready position and they cannot effectively catch the ball. And that means that they can be hit, and it hurts. Second and first base full. And Terence Himskerk is batting, but not anymore. He was hit by pitch from Leonard Halper, who needs to find his inner peace. This inning is not easy for him. He has thrown 21 pitches and 9 of those were strikes. Imprecise. This went to the top corner of the strike zone and a strike. So the count is 1-1. Now 2 outs. The Austrian team needs to play just an easy out. Sorry, the bases are full. I missed the runner on third, where there is still Rotmar Angela. So now if the hit goes to infield, or if a hit goes to infield, the Austrian team will play to the closest base, or at least will try to play to the closest base. Another nice strike to the top corner of the strike zone. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch will decide whether Miguel Willem moves to any base or not. And it's a base on balls, which means another point for the Dutch team, who is in lead 4-0 now. And because Leonard Halper has some problems with his accuracy, I think that Amarencio Franca wouldn't be in rush to hit the first strike. And I'm mistaken. Amarencio Franca wants to get 2 bases with a single or something like that. Curveball, but it was below the strike zone. It went below to the strike zone. Strike, swing in for Amarencio Franca. 2 strikes, 1 ball. And Leonard Harper is in a good position now. He can choose what to pitch. Another curveball, which Amarencio Franca forward. Not close enough. Leonard Halper must want to finish this inning as fast as possible. But again, inaccurate throw. So again, full count. And again, now or never for Leonard Halper. 34th throw for Leonard Alper. It's quite a lot for the first inning. Throw, it goes deep to right field, where there is caught by Levin Hanitzel in a difficult position. Third out, and now we will take a little break. We are back in the game. This is top of the second inning. Allard Helms still mount, and Markus Trimmel batting. Could see that Allard Helms needed only 10 pitches in the first inning. Now again he started a strong way. 3 strikes, and it's a strikeout for Markus Trimmel, who didn't have a good game yesterday against Great Britain. He was at least 3 times strikeout. Now Levin Hanitzel batting. First strike. Number 4 in a row for Allard Helms. No problem in center field for Miguel Willem, who showed some impressive catches yesterday too. Was shown. 2 down, and we have Lukas Norek batting as a designated hitter. First strike swing in. If we take a look at matches that are foul ball, if we take a look at matches that have been played in the morning, at 11 o'clock, then we can say that France have beaten Lithuania 10-0, and the team from Germany was more successful in a duel with Belgium, which was won 10-7 for the German team, for the team Germany. 2 strikes again. Allard Helms is throwing very well. First ball was supposed to be a curveball. Lukas Norek was the last to be batting in yesterday's match. He had full bases, but unfortunately wasn't able to hit the ball. Now he sent the ball straight to shortstop Kendry Maduro, who caught it as fly ball. So even though it went more or less as a line drive. So third out, and the Dutch team will go batting again. Enjoy a little break again. We are back. This is the bottom of the second inning. The score is 4-0 for the Dutch team, and we have Mies Roberts batting. Mound, there is still Leonard Alper. He wants to better his accuracy. Foul ball, and Dan Kawanishi had to shout it out, or shout it, that he takes the ball. Felix Stefan didn't have an easy position to catch it. So good call from Dan Kawanishi. And now Kendry Maduro batting. Last time he hit a single. And this is home run! A very far one. So Kendry Maduro started this match very well for himself. It's a solo home run. So the score goes to 5-0. Mattis Crowell batting. One out. This is a fly ball to right field where there won't be any problem for Levin Hanitsa to catch it. It's like that. Second out. This can be a short inning for Leonard Halper. Who started with strike against Justin Dunbrook. This went straight to Felix Stefan, who could play an easy out on first base. So that's the third out, and the Austrian team can go batting and do something with the score to dramatize this match.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Top of the third inning, the score is 5-0. Allard Helms continues on mound, and against him Felix Stefan. Allard Helms has thrown 26 pitches, and 19 of those were strikes, so he has excellent accuracy. One ball, two strikes at the moment, so Allard Helms was able to turn this situation. Foul ball. The count stays the same. One ball, two strikes. And strike out. Dan Cavanishi batting. First time he was batting, he hit single to center field. This is high fly ball above the infield, which is caught by Miss Roberts. It wasn't an easy position for him. It could be easier for the third baseman or for the pitcher, but Miss Roberts wanted to catch it by himself, and did it. So 2 outs. Moritz Riedman. This was quite far from the strike zone. He had to stretch his arms to get to the ball, but it wasn't enough. Nice curveball that went through the strike zone. No discussions about whether it was strike or not. 2 strikes for Allard Helms at the moment. Looked as another curveball, but this one went higher than it needed to be. And this is foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes. And this is another strikeout for Allard Helms, who is pitching excellently. So that's the end of the top of the 3rd inning, and we will enjoy a little break again.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Rotmar Angela batting. It's the ball to the shortstop Dan Cavanishi, who has thrown quite slowly, and fortunately the ball got there in time. So 1st out. too high for Tycho Roger, who is batting now. Curveball that didn't find the strike zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. That was another curveball. Didn't find Tycho Roger's bat. 2-2 is the count. Foul ball. Nice curveball, but a little bit higher than it should be. Leonard Halper has thrown 48 pitches and 25 of them were strikes, and now he lost this duel against the Tycho Roger, who goes to first on base on balls. Gets the base on balls. Terence Himskerk, who is batting now, has shown a barrel of his bat as he would like to bunt, but then took it back and it was strike, so that means he didn't really want to bunt. It was a fake bunt to disturb the pitcher. Now he has 2 strikes, no balls. And that's a single. Well fought from Terence Himskerk. High fly ball to the right field, and there is caught by Levin Hanitzel, who even threw the ball very fast and didn't let the runners advance to other bases. Very well played by Levin Hanitzel. Two down. Leonard Halper needs to stay calm. It doesn't matter that the balls are hit hard as long as they are out. And good play from the pitcher. So that's the third out and the end of this half inning. Let's continue with another spot.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe,
Top of the fourth inning, the Austrians are batting and they are trailing 5-0 at the moment. We can see number 57 batting, which is Owen McGarry. Nice strike from Allard Helms, another curveball. And another strikeout for Allard Helms, who threw 4 strikeouts already. So now Lukas Pichler batting. The catcher of the Austrian team. One ball, one strike. Nice single to right field from Lukas Pichler, who moves to first. Now batting number 27, Felix Dittrich, second baseman of the Austrian team. I have to say that the helmets have a very nice color. The coach gives the signal. We'll see what the Austrian team wants to play. This is possible to play a double play from it, but at the end there was no time for that. Kendry Maduro has liquidated or has caught the ball dive in and threw it to the second base, still lying on the ground. So great play from Kendry Maduro. 2 down, and the Austrian team has a runner on first base. Markus Trimmer definitely don't want to be strikeout this time, but cannot hit the ball. At least for now. This pitch should go to outside. It goes to, at the end it goes to inside. And it's a strike. It wasn't precise from Allard Helms as he would wish, but in the end it's still strike. 2-2 is the count. Full count. Markus Trimmer didn't even step out of the batting box. This was close, but not in. So Markus Trimmer gets base on balls. And the Austrian team has runners on first and second now. Foul ball, out of the reach for the fielders. From Levin Hanitzel is batting now. Takes the signal. Nice curveball. Fully inside. Levin Hanitzel didn't even swing. 2 strikes, no balls. Foul ball. .55 pitches and 39 strikes for Allard Helms. And this is another strikeout. Number 5 for this pitcher, which closes this half inning, and he will take a little break again. Mies Roberts batting at the moment. He's still waiting for a successful hit in this game. One ball, one strike is the count now. Leonard Halper still continues on the mound. is from 56 pitches and 30 were strikes. This is a beautiful single right to the gap in between the first baseman and the second baseman. Good job from Miss Roberts, who got his hit. Kendry Maduro is the next batter, which means that Matis Crowell is on deck. Kendry Maduro has 2 for 2, one single and one home run in this match. Leonard Halper started with ball against him. That was foul ball. Kendry Maduro will get another chance. And another foul ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leonard Harper found his rhythm. And this is single through the center of the infield. Nice one. Matis Crowell comes at bat. Last time he was fly out. Two balls, no strikes for Matis Crowell. Pick off to the first base, but Markus Trimmel wasn't in a ready position there. Kendry Maduro got back in time. Nice strike. 2-1 is the count for now. Shame for Felix Stefan, who didn't reach the ball. He was close, diving, but didn't manage to catch it. So another single, the third one in a row. One down, one ball. 66 pitches and 36 were strikes. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Third ball. This can mean base on balls in the worst moment for the Austrian team, because it would mean another point for the Dutch team, who is still leading the game 5-0. Two. After the foul ball, Justin Dunbrook is batting. This seems as a single to right field, where there it passed Levin Hanitz, and it will be hardly paid mistake. Safe on the third, so it's a triple with an error. And Justin Dunberg just cleaned the field. 3 points for the Dutch team, who is leading 8-0 now.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bago Sport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Rotmar Angela batting now. Now the scoreboard shows no outs. And it is probably right, because we have seen 3 singles and 1 triple with error. So that is correct. No outs. High fly ball, which is not caught. Nobody has shouted, or at least I didn't hear anything. That's a big error for the Austrian team. Nobody has caught it, and nobody was on the second base, so the runner got there, and that's another point for the Dutch team, who is leading 9-0 now. This thrower was too much to the inside, out of the strike zone. And this was strike, so 3-1 is the count now. Felix Stefan caught the ball. He didn't manage to play a touch out, but threw the ball to the first base, and it's the first out this half inning. The score is still the same, 9-0. Terence Heemskerk is batting now. Last time he hit single to the right field. Leonard Halper lost this accuracy a little bit. This seems that that was a nice hit along the line to right field, and that's another single. So it seems that Terence Heemskerk likes to hit singles to right field. The second one in a row. And we have Miguel Willem batting now. Score is 10-0. In the bottom of the fourth inning, if the Dutch team is able to play 5 more points in this inning, the match will end with the mercy rule. But it's still a lot of work to do. Two balls and one strike now. This was too high. 3 balls and 1 strike. And another ball, so that means base on balls for Miguel Willem. So the Dutch team has runners on first and second base, and the coach of the Austrian team goes to the mound. So I think now we will see a substitution of the pitcher. Leonard Halper has thrown a lot of balls in this match, and he goes off the page. 87 pitches and 46 strikes. 46 strikes in 87 pitches. pitcher. The pitcher's name is Ferdinand Eidher.
Somebody's birthday and you're at a party and they say, Joey, you know how to play the piano. Can you play Happy Birthday for us? That would be incredible.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.
Complain. Holy shit, it's so stupid. People are the worst drivers. Man, I was stuck in traffic for 45 minutes today. It was brutal. Excuse me, why is my coffee cold? Ugh, my back hurts. Man, I just want to go home. Always find something to complain about. Call yourself a realist, but in reality, you're a pessimist. Tip number 5, be close-minded. Assume that whatever information that you have in the present moment is the gold standard. It's better than whatever anyone else has been told. So when someone shares their perspective on life with you, always have a cognitive bias against it. It's not what you think, so it's probably wrong. Assume that because you read it in a book or watched it on the news, that it must be true. Never create a space for dialogue. Don't talk about the nuances of a situation. Close yourself off to that negative influence. Most people are sheep anyways. Don't let people influence you. Psychologically lock yourself.
So we can continue in this match. The new pitcher, as I said, is called Ferdinand Eidher. It's number 4 on his jersey. And the Dutch team goes from his leadoff now. Amarencio Franca is batting now.
Just can't get close to you is to never show any kind of weakness or vulnerability. This will help you not be relatable whatsoever. Always build yourself up and talk very highly about yourself. And be snappy and defensive when
I will only want to remind you that the Dutch team has runners on first and second base. And they need 5 points to end this game in this inning. The match lasts for around 1.5 hours, so it could finish fast. And if not, it can finish in the next inning by the mercy rule. There, in the 5th inning, the team wins if they are leading 10-0, or they are leading for 10 points. Hit by pitch. And Amarencio Franca goes to the first base. The bases are full now. And we have Miss Roberts coming batting. So not a great start for Ferdinand Eidher. Miss Roberts is batting now. Last time he hit a single to right field, before that he was fly out. So in both cases he was able to deliver the ball to the field.
from, but not really. Because
Let's see what the defense wants to play.
people should look at that and say like, okay, good, thank God.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I think I wouldn't think it's a scam. Or I
And it looks that the corners are playing in,
saw that. I would think, yeah, this is for sure a scam.
which means that if
Yeah. I mean, that's
the ball goes to the first baseman or the third baseman, they will try to play to home plate, and then if they are fast enough, they can play to first base too. And try a double. The inner infield or the shortstop and the second base will try to play a double play on the second and first base.
Yeah, well, you know,
But let's see where.
like tough man. Like my sister's like cousin's dog.
I'm sorry, there was a substitution. Miss Roberts was substituted
Somebody that people
by
you always want to keep people guessing
Duncan
whether or not you're going to show up to any particular thing.
Beljaard.
A great way to do that is to develop a track record of saying yes to things, but then slinking out of it at the last moment. You're the guy who always has something that just came up last second. Oh, something just came up. I'm super sorry. I would have loved to have been there. I know I said yes, but I'm just so swamped with work. I really wish I could have came out. I guarantee you that if you keep behaving like this,
And Duncan Beljaard is waiting for right pitch. Now the count is 3-1. This is a single. It finds the gap, which means it will be 1 point. 2 points for the Dutch team. So the score is 12-0 now. And the Dutch team has runners on first and second base.
if you couple this with the previous tip, then when people eventually do invite you to something, you're going to find an excuse to slink out of it anyways. And over the course of a long period of time, people just generally get the impression that you don't
So Duncan Beljaard started in the best possible way for him
social life. You want everybody to just leave you alone and slowly drift
after he got to the match as a substitute.
help you do just that. Kind of a weird video today, not going to lie.
We have Kendry Maduro batting now.
Give a big shout out to Cuts for sponsoring this video. I'm currently wearing a Cuts shirt right now, and if you've watched the past like 10 Better Ideas videos, basically, I'm rocking Cuts clothing in basically every single shot. Their stuff fits so well, it looks so good, and they're
Fake
giving you guys
pickoff.
15% off
There was nobody waiting on the second base.
or use the coupon code Joey at checkout. And right now, at the time of posting this video, I believe they have a site-wide sale of 25% off.
1 ball and 1 strike. That's the count
For the next
for Kendry Maduro.
6-7 days. So now's the best time to pick up some sick new swag. I don't think people have said swag for like
Line drive, but right to the center field. Owen McGarry caught it with no problems. So after single home run and single, finally Kendry Maduro didn't get on the base. It was fly out. And now with number 20, another substitution, and it's Elias van der Bos. Ferdinand Eider needs to continue throwing strikes. Nice pitch to the strike zone. It goes quite high. And Levin Hanitzer knew what to do. Got the ball and finished this half inning. So the Austrian
Wide awake tonight as we counted all the planes go by. We talked like everything planes go by.
We can continue in the game now with number 16 is coming at bat. Lukas Norek, designated hitter of this match for the Austrian team, who was fly out, hit the ball above the infield, and the shortstop caught it. He got at bat for the second time in this match. The fifth inning as a batter on the 8th position. Two balls, and Allard Helms will try to finish this match. Two balls for strike, so the count is 2-1 now. Another ball, 3 balls and 1 strike. Adams has thrown around about 60 pitches and 41 of those were strikes. And this is his second base on balls in this match. We have Felix Stefan with number 6 at bat now, or batting. Allard Helm started with a lower pitch. It was refereed as ball. And continues with strike. This one was quite nice. It had a straight trajectory. And strike. So Lardhams is in a comfortable situation. The same doesn't go for Felix Stephen, who isn't in good situation, and this throw was quite tempting. It was nice curveball. And another curveball, and that's a strikeout. Number 6 for Ardhelms, who sent Felix Stefan straight to the dugout. One down, and Dan Kawanishi is batting. He hit single to center field, his first stance at bat, and then he hit fly out, or he was fly out. It went just above the catcher. Now there was a pass ball, so Lukas Norek could advance to the second base. Nice single from Dan Kawanishi to right field. Lukas Norek doesn't continue to home plate. Wise choice from him, he wouldn't be there in time. Moritz Riedmann had a single in the first inning, and then to center field, and then he was strike out. Struck out. One down. There is still a chance to continue in this match for the Austrian team if they manage to score at least 3 points. There is a steal of the second base, and Duncan Belliards didn't want to throw the ball to the second base. Didn't want to do any errors. This goes high above the catcher, who catches it from the air. Second out. And Owen McGarry is coming as maybe the last batter of this match. Hits the ball to the gap in between the first and second base and brings 2 points home. Well played. So it means that the score is 2-12. The Dutch team is still leading 10 points. So the Austrian team still need 1 point to go to the bottom of the fifth inning and hope that the Dutch team doesn't score, so they could continue playing the match. First pitch is ball, went too much to the inside. And there's an error of Amarencio Franca, who underestimated this ground ball. It went between his legs, and the Austrian team is still alive. Lukas Pichler hit the single to right field last time. And the coach takes a short timeout. I don't think he will want to change the pitcher. But it's good to just take a breath, say some words, and let the pitcher do his job. And it's like that, no change on the mound. First and second base, or there are runners on the first and second base. Nice curveball against Felix Dietrich, who is still, or we can see that he is 0 for 2, but I would say that he hit a single before that. So. One ball and one strike. Another curveball, but inaccurate. Kendry Maduro showed a very fast throw from the shortstop to the first base, and this is the end of this match. The Dutch team won it 12-0, and can't wait till tomorrow to play another game. The Netherlands are the winners, as we said, and we can just mention that you can watch the evening match also. It will be from 7 o'clock, and it will be between Spain and Great Britain. So I hope that you will cheer for your favorite players, enjoy the baseball, and for now, that's all from me. Have a nice day.
Sponzory pořadu jsou Národní sportovní agentura, Moravskoslezský a Jihomoravský kraj, statutární město Brno, město Hluboká nad Vltavou, statutární město Ostrava, Rowling Sporting Goods, Bagosport SRO, Sabe SRO, Honix Europe a Suma Information Technology. Mistrovství Evropy juniorů probíhá za spolupráce českých baseballových klubů.